Hi everybody, Deputy Mayor Kevin Lonsdale filling in for Mayor Tyler today for the May 27th Council Recap video. We started off with the Responsible Pet Owner Bylaw, in which we updated some new bylaw policies going in. We added in a aggression scale which hasn't been used before, which will be used by local RCMP and bylaw in enforcement. We then moved to the pawn shop, secondhand dealer and scrap metal bylaw. This will be looking at working with the local pawn shops in setting up a database, accounting for everything coming in with identification, pictures taking, and actually being able to transmit that to the law enforcement officers if needed. This is something that hadn't been in before. That will come back to us at a later date, and we will be probably holding a public hearing. From then we moved on to the business license for food trucks that are coming into our community. As it was when any food truck came into the community, they needed to set up and apply for a yearly business license. We looked at that and we've moved it into a week-by-week basis on which they can apply for a license, which hopefully will bring more addition of food trucks in for festivals and just bring more variety in for the citizens of Wetaskiwin. Then we moved on to the sign bylaw. This is something that we were working on. Amendments to the bylaw hadn't been done for a while. Council took a look at this, and what has happened is we have sent it back for more amendments, recommendations to come back to us. That will be happening in the future, and we have now set back into place bylaw 1830-14, which is in effect now. We then moved to wastewater and tax bylaws. There was just some clerical and some in-house cleaning up that had to do. It was just to do with wording, and we took care of that at the meeting. After that, we had property tax cancellations for the Wetaskiwin Moose Lodge, the Wetaskiwin Masonic Hall, Lions Campground, and the Knights of Columbus Hall out by the Lake Park. After that, we moved into the social media policy, and social media has been around for a while, so we have to keep adding things in, and as social media moves ahead, and mostly what we've done on this one is we've moved all of the social media pages underneath the City of Wetaskiwin Facebook page, except for the Manlick Center. We've left it on its own because of the content and the target audience, so it's just something we're cleaning up now to make communication to the city easier to find. After that, we moved into National Aboriginal Peoples Day on June 21st, 2019. What we have done is we have approved transportation for National Aboriginal Days, the Samson and Ermineskin powwows to come from Wetaskiwin to the city of Maskwacis for people from Wetaskiwin that want to go and take in the events that may not have been able to get there on their own before, or if they just want to get a ride down on the bus. After that, we looked into the Canada Day road closure of Main Street for the Canada Day Parade, which you can all come down and see everybody. We're hoping to have a lot of floats. It's been a great event, especially in the last few years, to just get out and celebrate Canada Day in our community. After that, we had received a request from the Sexual and Gender Acceptance Group of Wetaskiwin. They are holding a Pride celebration in Wetaskiwin, which is to be held June 15, 2019 in Jubilee Park. They had requested that we paint crosswalks in the rainbow color, and we were looking around City Hall at doing that, and as discussions came along, we thought that it'd be more appropriate to have two sidewalks adjacent to Jubilee Park done as to where the celebration will be. That was passed, and we were looking at doing that for June 15th and looking forward to working with these people in the future. After that, there was just some cleaning up of the council compensation and expense policy, and this was just to move in line with the administration expense policy which has been put in place. The last thing on our agenda was a letter which came about from the Special Olympics group of Wetaskiwin. We have 17 athletes and 5 coaches who are joining Team Alberta for the 2020 National Winter Games. A request was for these athletes and coaches to use Manlick Center to train and prepare for those games, which they could be doing as a donation from the city. It was talked about back and forth, and we agreed on it unanimously, especially when it was talked about these young athletes and coaches are going to a national level. And we are proud to support them, and as the meeting turned out, supporting inclusiveness with the SAGA committee and Special Olympics is something that the city is really looking at working on, and we're proud to be a part of. That brings us to a close the meeting of May 27th, 2019. Stepping in for Mayor Tyler, Deputy Mayor Kevin Lonsdale. If you have any other questions, you can call City Hall, Mayor Gandam, or any one of us councilors. Thank you.